Welcome back to Summit Sunrise on TV8 Summit. I'm Ashley, and I'm here with Erin from Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea. How's it going?
It's going really well, thank you.
Did you get to enjoy the fireworks for the 4th of July?
You know, I didn't this year. We went on like a, let's go hike somewhere high and go see them, and then of course missed it.
Oh, bummer.
But that's okay. It was still really fun.
Yeah, that's okay. A hike is an awesome activity as well.
It is, and you can still hear them, and the clouds are like flashing red and green and white, so they had their thing going on.
Cool. I love it when you come to the studio because you always bring me a really awesome beverage. Right. What is this one?
It's a vanilla cafe au lait with our Costa Rican coffee.
Oh my gosh.
I love all of our coffees in the regions we get them from, and our roaster, we work with Silver Canyon Roasters. They have one-on-one relationships with many of the estates that they get their coffee from. They source direct. They know about the varietals, and they work with the farmers on all these sort of things. So it's really fun to know where your bean comes from and to work with the roaster in that process. And so the Costa Rican you're drinking, I forget the varietal on this one, but it's just it's a new Costa Rican that we've been getting in, so it's got a little bit more of those fun berry notes to it that usually kind of get lost in some of those roasting processes for it.
Yeah, I love it. I can taste it. It's really delicious. And you guys do a lot of locally sourced items, and I know your baristas are specially trained.
Yeah, we so with our locally sourced, we have an 80 by 80 rule at Red Buffalo, where 80% of our products come from companies within an 80-mile radius of our area. And so we really believe in a lot of sustainability things, but in that case, that if you can lower your footprint by keeping it within a closer radius of things, not having to come in from, you know, not just with like Massachusetts, but Canada or China or wherever they're coming from. So that's really important to us too. But we're a zero waste shop, so all of this that you see is compostable, including the lid, and we actually get it composted. We work with the Summit County Resource Allocation Park, which is a big landfill. It's a commercial composting facility, so it actually does get composted.
Yeah, and when I go into Red Buffalo, it's super cool because these compostable cups, you guys have almost a bigger compost bin than you do a trash can.
We do.
And you go in there and you can throw almost all of your products into the compost, and I just love that.
It's really fun because people come in like, I have all this, where does it go? And you're like, that can all go in there. We have the 32-gallon trash cans are actually our compost cans, and then our trash cans are these little 5-gallon buckets for like saran wrap. And that's about it.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That's fantastic. And then the compost is stays here in Summit County as well because they take care of all of that, and then that goes back into the community as well.
It really does. And so if you have your own garden actually in Summit, you can go up to the Summit landfill and buy their compost. So you can buy this nice organic matter that's been thrown away from there's a lot of restaurants in Summit County that do full composting. I know Vinny's in Frisco is one of them. I think Mikasa and Breck is another. And we all compost. And you can go up to the Resource Allocation Park and buy the soil that came from all this compost matter, which is really kind of fun. When we need to buy new soil for our back patio garden, that's where I'll get it from. So it's just this full circle.
Yep, and I use compost from Summit County as well. I mean, a lot of people around here do, and that's a super cool thing to know that some of it came from the coffee that you're drinking.
Absolutely, and it's, you know, coffee grounds make such a great item to your compost. So if you're trying to do a home compost, these cups don't do so well in your home compost. It doesn't get hot enough, but your coffee really helps get it hotter.
Absolutely. And speaking of your patio, it's a beautiful patio out by the Blue River there.
It is.
You should check it out on a nice day. It's very relaxing.
It is. And you know, Best of Summit voting is going on right now. And while you may think of to vote for Red Buffalo for Best Coffee House, we're also on the Best Deck and Patio. And I think it's kind of that secret thing because most people think of Best Deck and Patio like the big bars and restaurants too. But ours is our kind of secret oasis back there. It's really nice.
Cool. So how can people vote?
You go to summitdailynews.com. I will post a link on our Facebook page today.
Okay, so Red Buffalo's Facebook page is where you can find that.
Yeah, we'll post a link for that.
After this show.
Yes.
Cool. And I know that you also just got some community tables, which
We
I think is
did.
a really awesome idea.
We've had big groups that come and meet anyway, and so it's nice for them to be able to have a larger table to meet at because we have like a book club that meets, we have a knitting club that meets, and actually today, Mondays, 4 p.m., we have our Café Ete en Español. It's our Spanish-speaking club for native English speakers who just want to practice speaking Spanish. That'll meet today at 4 o'clock at the shop. But also, it's fun to kind of bring that sense of, well, I'm a solo person working on my laptop, you're a solo person working on your laptop, let's all share a table. And we've had some fun people start to meet that way. And I think that's the essence of a coffee shop, is it's a community builder. It
Yeah.
kind of builds and fosters that sense of community that you can meet new people.
Absolutely. I agree. That's a great idea.
Thanks.
And I know, too, that you guys have more than just coffee. You have tea
Yes.
and also snacks and some really good sandwiches.
We do. Peak Provisions, and you mentioned working with local stuff, working with local companies. Peak Provisions, they're our neighbors right down the parking lot. They're a catering company. They do our sandwiches every day for us. And it's not just sandwiches. We
Checking
have
them out right there.
they're right there. They're huge. They're a 22-ounce sandwich. But we do like chips and salsa, a veggie hummus plate. They do our yogurt parfaits, a fresh fruit dish. We have salads as well, all from Peak Provisions, and they're really good. Those chips right there are made from the spent grain from Tommy Knocker's brewery.
Yep, I've tried that before. They're delicious.
They're really good. They surprise you with how good these chips are. You're like, oh, there's salsa there, but I don't even need it.
Right, and Tommy Knocker, for those of you who don't know, is down in Idaho Springs. So also just another example of your locally sourced products.
Yeah, it's really fun. And then we have some stuff from Weatherproof Chocolate. He's a guy up in Breckenridge with these really good like fudge chocolate bars that you need to come try. We have an orange chili one. I'd recommend that.
And they're wrapped in wax, like a wax coating, so you can take them hiking
are.
and they don't melt.
I have people smell like, is this a soap?
Yeah.
No, it's a chocolate.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea.
Thank you.
So where can people go to find out more information about Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea?
Our Facebook page is probably the one that I keep most up to date. So that's /Red Buffalo Cafe.
Okay.
We do have information on our website, which is www.redbuffalocafe.com. But of course, the best way is to come on in. We're open 7 days a week, 6:30 to 5:30 p.m. But we do have, our Instagram, which is at Red Buffalo Cafe, and all that stuff has tons of information about if we have any special events coming up. Farmers Market is tomorrow, so if you want to we do free tea and coffee samples.
Cool.
At the Farmers Market.
Nothing beats free coffee.
Nothing does beat free.
All right, well, and there you see it there. Check out Red Buffalo Coffee and Tea. Erin, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Stay tuned to Summit Sunrise, guys, for your watch and win question, your chance to win this amazing Energizer headlamp right here, and a $25 gift certificate to Burke and Riley's. Don't go anywhere.